Hey there, foodies! Welcome to Hungry Buddy, where we believe everyone deserves a seat at a table filled with delicious food. You know me, I always say there's nothing more joyful than gathering around a table with loved ones and digging into a real good meal. And today we're going to make sure that meal is extra special. We're talking restaurant-quality food made right in your very own kitchen. Get ready to roll up those sleeves and put on your chef hats because we're about to dive into the top 10 restaurant-quality recipes that'll have your family thinking they've stepped into a 5-star bistro. We've got a little something for everyone, from Italian classics to spicy Indian favorites, even a little something sweet to finish it all off. So grab your aprons, your cutting boards, and let's get cooking. We're about to turn your kitchen into the hottest spot in town. And trust me, these recipes are going to be so good, you'll be saying buon appetito in no time. All right, food lovers, let's kick things off with a classic spaghetti carbonara. This dish is pure comfort food, Italian style. We're talking perfectly cooked spaghetti coated in a silky smooth sauce made with eggs, Parmesan cheese, and crispy pancetta. Now, the key here is to use good quality ingredients, especially the cheese. That's what's going to give it that rich, authentic flavor. First things first, get that pasta water boiling. You want it nice and salty, like the sea. While that's going, we'll crisp up our pancetta until it's nice and golden brown. The smell alone is going to have your mouth watering. Now, here's where things get interesting. We're making that magic sauce. Whisk together eggs, Parmesan cheese, a touch of pasta water, and some black pepper. See that starchy water? That's our secret weapon. It helps create a creamy emulsion that will coat every strand of spaghetti. Once the pasta is cooked to al dente perfection, a little bite to it, drain it and add it straight to the pan with the pancetta. Turn off the heat, and this is important. Then add your egg mixture. The residual heat will gently cook the eggs, creating that luxuriously creamy sauce. Give it a good toss, making sure every bit of pasta is coated. And there you have it, a restaurant-quality spaghetti carbonara that's ready to impress. Top it off with some extra Parmesan and a sprinkle of parsley for that final touch. Mangia! Get ready to impress your guests with this show-stopping beef Wellington. This dish screams elegance and sophistication, but don't let that intimidate you. We're gonna break it down step by step, and before you know it, you'll be plating up this masterpiece like a pro. First, we've got to sear that beautiful beef tenderloin. You want a nice golden crust on all sides to lock in all those delicious juices. Set that aside to cool. And let's talk about the flavorful mushroom mixture, called duxelles. That's gonna add another layer of richness to our Wellington. Sautéed mushrooms, shallots, garlic. The aroma alone will transport you straight to a fancy restaurant kitchen. Now, spread that duxelles over a sheet of puff pastry, top it with prosciutto for a salty kick, then gently place your seared beef tenderloin right on top. Now carefully wrap that pastry around the beef, sealing it tightly. Brush with an egg wash for that beautiful golden shine, and pop it in the oven. While it's baking, the aroma will fill your kitchen, making everyone anticipate that first bite. Once it's golden brown and cooked to perfection, let it rest for a few minutes before slicing. This is crucial to let those juices redistribute. And voila! A restaurant-quality beef Wellington that's worthy of any special occasion. Who doesn't love a good pizza night? And what better way to elevate your pizza game than with a classic Margarita Pizza? This pizza is all about fresh, high-quality ingredients that shine through with every bite. We're talking a perfectly chewy crust, tangy tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, and fragrant basil. Let's start with the foundation, the dough. Now you can use store-bought dough if you're short on time, but trust me, making your own is so worth it. It's easier than you think, and the flavor is unbeatable. Once you've got your dough ready, stretch it out into a nice thin crust. No need to be perfect here. A little rustic charm is what we're going for. Next, spread a thin layer of your favorite tomato sauce, leaving a little border for the crust. Now for the star of the show, fresh mozzarella. Tear it into pieces and scatter it over the sauce. A drizzle of olive oil, a sprinkle of salt and pepper, and into the oven it goes. The smell of baking pizza is pure heaven, wouldn't you agree? Once the crust is golden brown and the cheese is bubbly, it's time for the final touch, fresh basil leaves. They add a burst of freshness that takes this pizza to the next level. And there you have it, a restaurant-quality Margarita Pizza that will transport you straight to Italy with every delicious bite. Get ready to warm your soul with this luxurious Lobster Bisque. This soup is the epitome of elegance and is surprisingly easy to make at home. Don't be intimidated by the fancy name. We're gonna break it down step by step, and you'll be amazed at how simple it is to create this restaurant-quality dish. First things first, we've got to build that incredible flavor base. Sautéed vegetables, lobster shells, trust me, those shells are packed with flavor. Deglaze the pan with a little white wine, scraping up all those tasty bits from the bottom. Now, in goes the stock and the lobster meat. Let it simmer away, allowing all those flavors to meld together. Once it's nice and flavorful, it's time to blend it up until it's smooth and creamy. Now, here's where we add that touch of decadence heavy cream. It adds richness and a velvety texture that will have you wanting more. Finally, stir in the cooked lobster meat, reserving some for garnish. A sprinkle of fresh chives on top, and there you have it, a restaurant-quality lobster bisque that will impress even the most discerning palate. Calling all vegetarians and veggie lovers, this eggplant parmesan is for you. It's hearty, flavorful, and so satisfying even your meat-loving friends will be asking for seconds. We're talking tender eggplant, crispy breading, tangy tomato sauce, and gooey melted cheese. What's not to love? First things first, we've got to address the eggplant. Now, some people like to salt and drain it to draw out excess moisture, but honestly, I think it's an extra step that isn't really necessary. We're gonna coat those eggplant slices in a flavorful breadcrumb mixture. A little Parmesan cheese in there adds a nice salty kick. And then pan fry them until they're golden brown and crispy. While the eggplant is cooking, let's talk sauce. You can use your favorite jarred sauce or make your own. It's totally up to you. I like to add a pinch of red pepper flakes to mine for a touch of heat. Now it's time to assemble our masterpiece. Spread a layer of sauce in a baking dish. Top it with eggplant slices, then more sauce and a generous sprinkle of mozzarella cheese. Repeat the layers, ending with a cheesy top. Into the oven it goes until bubbly and golden brown. The aroma alone will have your mouth watering. Serve it up with a side of pasta or a fresh salad, and get ready to enjoy a vegetarian meal that's bursting with flavor. Get ready to add a little spice to your life with this incredible chicken tikka masala. This dish is bursting with flavor, with tender marinated chicken, a creamy tomato-based sauce, and a blend of aromatic spices that will transport you straight to the streets of India. First things first, let's marinate that chicken. We're talking yogurt, lemon juice, ginger, garlic, and a medley of spices like turmeric, cumin, and coriander. The longer you marinate it, the more flavorful it'll be. While that's soaking up all those delicious flavors, let's work on the sauce. Sautéed onions, garlic, ginger. The aroma alone is intoxicating. Add in your spices, along with tomatoes, and let it simmer away until it thickens up beautifully. Now for the chicken. You can grill it, bake it, or even pan fry it. It's up to you. Once it's cooked through, add it to that luscious sauce and coat it well. Now here's the secret to that creamy, dreamy texture. A touch of heavy cream. It adds richness and depth of flavor that will have you licking the plate clean. Serve it up with fluffy basmati rice or warm naan bread and get ready to experience a taste of India in your own home. Let's be honest. Is there anything more comforting than a big bowl of mac and cheese? It's a classic for a reason. But today, we're taking this childhood favorite to the next level. Get ready for a creamy, cheesy, and utterly irresistible mac and cheese that will have everyone begging for seconds. Forget that box stuff. We're making this from scratch. And trust me, it's easier than you think. First things first, we've got to make that velvety smooth cheese sauce. We're talking a roux butter and flour cooked together until it's bubbly. Then slowly whisk in the milk, creating a creamy base. Now for the star of the show, the cheese. And don't be shy, we're using a blend of cheeses here for maximum flavor and creaminess. Cheddar, Gruyere, Fontina. Oh my, stir it all together until it's melted and luscious. Now for the macaroni. Cook it al dente, a little bite to it, so it doesn't turn to mush in the oven. Drain it well and add it to that cheesy goodness. Give it a good stir, making sure every noodle is coated in that glorious sauce. Now, you can totally stop here and enjoy a delicious stovetop mac and cheese. But if you want to take it to the next level, and I know you do, transfer it to a baking dish, sprinkle on some more cheese and breadcrumbs for a crispy topping, and pop it in the oven until it's bubbly and golden brown. There you have it. A restaurant-quality mac and cheese that will satisfy your comfort food cravings like never before. Get ready to roll up your sleeves and embark on a culinary adventure with these homemade sushi rolls. Sushi might seem intimidating, but trust me, it's totally doable at home. Plus, it's a fun activity to do with friends and family. We'll walk you through each step, from cooking the perfect sushi rice to rolling those beautiful creations. First things first, let's talk rice. Sushi rice is key here. It's stickier than regular rice, which helps those rolls hold their shape. Rinse the rice well until the water runs clear, then cook it according to package directions. While it's still warm, season it with sushi vinegar. That tangy flavor is what makes sushi rice so special. Now, for the fun part, the fillings. Get creative here. You can use fresh seafood like tuna, salmon, or crab, or go for vegetarian options like avocado, cucumber, or carrots. The possibilities are endless. Lay out your nori sheets. Those thin seaweed sheets on a bamboo rolling mat, spread a thin layer of rice, add your fillings, and get ready to roll. It takes a little practice, but don't worry. Even if your first few rolls aren't perfect, they'll still taste amazing. Slice those rolls into bite-sized pieces, arrange them beautifully on a plate, and get ready to impress everyone with your newfound sushi-making skills. Let's take a break from all that indulgence and dive into a healthy yet equally delicious recipe: quinoa salad. This salad is packed with nutrients and flavor, making it the perfect light meal or side dish. Plus, it's super versatile. You can customize it with your favorite veggies, herbs, and dressing. First things first, let's cook that quinoa. Rinse it well under cold water. This helps remove any bitterness. Then combine it with water or broth in a saucepan and bring it to a boil. Reduce heat, cover, and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the liquid is absorbed and the quinoa is fluffy. While that's cooking, let's prep our veggies. Think colorful and crunchy. Bell peppers, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, red onion. The more vibrant, the better. You can also add some protein to this salad. Grilled chicken, chickpeas, or even tofu would be delicious. Once the quinoa is cooked, spread it out on a baking sheet to cool down a bit. This helps prevent it from becoming mushy. Now for the dressing. A simple lemon vinaigrette works wonders here, or get creative with a tahini dressing or a creamy avocado dressing. Once the quinoa is cooled, combine it with your prepped veggies, protein of choice, and your favorite dressing. Give it a good toss, season with salt and pepper to taste, and voila! A healthy, flavorful, and utterly satisfying quinoa salad that's perfect for any occasion. Let's end things on a sweet note with this decadent chocolate lava cake. This dessert is the perfect way to end a meal on a high note. It's rich, chocolatey, and that gooey molten center is pure heaven. Don't be intimidated by the fancy name. This recipe is surprisingly simple to make. First things first, preheat that oven and grease those ramekins. We don't want any sticking. Now, for the chocolate. We're using good quality dark chocolate here. The higher the percentage of cacao, the more intense the chocolate flavor. Melt that chocolate with butter, either in the microwave or over a double boiler, until it's smooth and glossy. Set that aside to cool slightly while we prep the other ingredients. In a separate bowl, whisk together eggs, sugar, and vanilla extract until light and frothy. Now, gradually whisk in the melted chocolate mixture until it's well combined. Be gentle here. We don't want to overmix. Divide the batter evenly among the prepared ramekins, filling them about 3/4 of the way full. Now for the moment of truth, baking time. These cakes are best served warm, so keep an eye on them. They're ready when the edges are set, and the center is still slightly jiggly. Let them cool for a few minutes before inverting them onto serving plates. Dust with powdered sugar. Add a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and get ready to experience pure chocolate bliss. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 restaurant-quality recipes that are totally doable in your very own kitchen. I hope this video has inspired you to get in there and try something new. Remember, cooking is all about having fun, experimenting, and sharing delicious food with the people you love. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to Hungry Buddy for more delicious recipes and cooking tips. And be sure to let me know in the comments down below which recipe you're most excited to try. Until next time, happy cooking!